Welcome back to another episode of Beeks Corner. It's your boy Beeks, and I'm back in the building. You know the routine. We're out here, we're rolling, and we are moving. Bruv, another week, another dollar. You know what to do, you know how to keep it going. Make sure you subscribe onto the YouTube channel, Beeks Corner. Make sure you are subscribing. We're on Apple Podcasts, Spotify. We're everywhere, man. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. It is what it is. It's a new journey, man. But yeah, slowly but surely we'll be growing as the week goes by. But yeah, man, big up everyone that's always tuning in. You know how it goes, man. Catch me on the socials at Beeks Corner, which is for Instagram, at Beeks_Corner, which is for Twitter. You see me on there. I'm always talking a load of crud. Yeah, I gotta be real with it. You get me? So, but yeah, man, listen, shout out to you, man, that always tuning in. Bruv, Premier League is starting this week, bruv. It hit me like a ton of bricks. Man, I need to sort out my FPO. I need to sort that out. Facts. Get me? I need to do that as soon as possible. But yeah, man, I was reflecting, bruv, what am I actually gonna do now, bruv? Like, you know, in terms of who am I gonna put in? Because Corona's fucking up everyone, man. Right now, the latest news is that, Emerick Laporte and Riyad Mahrez, both Manchester City players, have been tested for COVID and it's come back positive. Do you understand? Obviously, them man got to self-isolate. Hopefully, them man recover as soon as possible. But, when people are travelling back and forth and, needing a holiday and whatnot, of course, these things are going to get picked up. It's now becoming a common thing, and this thing ain't really going anytime soon, unfortunately. So it's something that we have to tackle and make sure we just stick to the guidelines, bruv. Life ain't going to be normal for a while. Unfortunately, that's just how it is. But, what can you do? There's nothing you can really do about it. It's facts. There's nothing you can really do about it. So, yeah, man, it's just something that we have to make sure we're ready. Make sure you got that ginger, lemon, honey and thing, turmeric, all of them things there ready, bruv. Them herbal drinks. Make sure they're on deck because winter's coming. We don't even know how Corona's going to, how winter's gonna handle Corona, should I even say? Them ones there. But yeah, bruv, at the end of the day, it is what it is, but we have to keep it moving. But yeah, listen, I need to speak about a few things, bruv. I've been on Twitter, I've been hearing the most. Obviously, before I dive into it, it's just one of them ones where things have got to be said. Do you get me? Obviously, as everyone knows, Rashford's out here tackling, poverty and whatnot, and not even poverty, should I say, child poverty, in terms of people to, the government to try help the ones who are unable to feed their family. And we've got some idiot. We have some idiot of a human being who said something really, really stupid, by the way. And I'm just like, bruv, it is what it is, and what can we do? It was a man called David Vanis. I don't even know where he's from. I don't know if he's one of them ones where it's UKIP. But obviously, what it was, I think it was Rashford who tweeted something in terms of, we need to make sure that we're protecting and helping the children who are in poverty and whatnot. And you know what? My man come on here. Man's David Vanis. He's gone, hello, Marcus Rashford. Sadly, there is a disproportionate problem within the UK Afro-Caribbean community of black men abandoning their pregnant girlfriends, never to be seen again. In order to understand your comment below, can you confirm whether you've ever met your father? Mother's life, I swear to God. Bruv, right? I'm laughing because, I'm not even laughing. I think I'm laughing out of anger. If I saw my man on road, if any of you saw my man, he would not talk that crud. And I just tweeted, I think it was Tapping Football who tweeted it, big up them, man. And I just tweeted, I said, bruv, it's mad what people can say online with no filter and think they can get away with it. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. There's a lot of people online who will say the most, but when you see them in reality, bruv, they're a different person, man. They are a different person. They don't even want that smoke. So when my man's out here tweeting the most, thinking he can hide behind a computer or a phone screen, It's mad what a man will say to another man. Man said the UK Afro-Caribbean community of black men abandoning their pregnant girlfriends, never to be seen again. I'm baffed, confused, puzzled, bruv. Do you know how brave certain men are? It's crazy, bruv. Yeah? I'm gonna keep it real. If I saw my man there, lights out, bro. You can't be saying them things here. Nah, impossible, bruv. And think you can get away with it. Just know, bruv. You gotta be very careful with what you say online, innit? How dare a man say that? Where's the correlation to that? Why would you bring that up? And furthermore, you're asking a question as if like it's a confirmation of email. Like, can you confirm if you've ever seen your dad before? Are you nuts, bruv? Are you stupid, bruv? That got me irate, bruv. Listen, I'm not even gonna feed all my energy into that tweet. All I'm gonna say is big up Rashford for doing his thing, trying to make sure that this child poverty comes to an end and whatnot. At least a footballer out here is doing something well, trying to make sure certain things are going right because of this incompetent government. And then you got people like my man now dragging Afro-Caribbean community, bruv. That's dangerous, G. That's dangerous. You need to be careful with what you say online, G. Them things don't run like that, bruv. Can't be doing them ones there, you get me? That's a mazza. I was so confused, bruv. I was like, bruv. You know what? I'm not even going to talk about it too much, you get me? Because that's already boiling my blood. But I just wanted to let you, man, know. If you, man, ain't seen it, go on Twitter. It's there, innit? It's there. Do you get me? But yeah, bruv. Enough of that, man. Obviously, these podcasts is, for the past few weeks are obviously based on transfers, innit? You get me? So we're gonna have to be talking about transfers, rounding up what's been happening or whatnot. So yeah, obviously Newcastle are doing their thing. They've brought Callum Wilson for 20 million from Bournemouth to Newcastle. It's a mad thing. Is that a good deal? Someone who's torn both his ACLs in the past. It's crazy, but you know what? We know what Callum Wilson is capable of. On top of that, they've managed to get Ryan Fraser on a free, rude boy. Do you get me? So they've got two Bournemouth players for, let's say, 20 million. In all fairness, they got Ryan Fraser and they've got Callum Wilson. That is a mad thing, bruv. Can you imagine? Pace, you got someone who can finish. Obviously, I think the likes of Dwight Gale is out. They can't really be relying on Andy Carroll and Joe Linton. Bruv, he ain't done fuck all, bruv. Let's be real, innit? You get me? So on top of that, they've made two really good signings, man. So fair play to Newcastle. Over the years, everyone's been hammering them and whatnot. But it looks like they've done a bit of good business here, man. I'm not going to lie. And on top of that, they've even got Hendricks, if I'm not mistaken, from Burnley. It's patterning up, you get me? It's looking good for them. And yeah, bruv, I'm not going to lie, bruv. Newcastle are doing their thing. The thing is, can they produce the goods on the pitch when the season starts? That's where the real question lies. That's where we need to see and find out the answers to that. But no, big up Newcastle. I'm not gonna, hold them to it. They're doing their thing. You get me? So it is what it is. I think it was very smart on their behalf to get Callum Wilson. Do you know the thing with him? He's hot and cold sometimes. He'll bang and then sometimes he won't bang. But Bournemouth got relegated. Why not snap him up? No one really went for Callum Wilson. I think it'd be it's a better move for Newcastle than it is for him. Personally, I could have seen the likes of Callum Wilson go to Spurs because that would have been less pressure on Kane, and you know that you can rely on someone like the likes of Callum Wilson. I thought that would have been a great acquisition for Spurs, but I could be wrong. I'm just giving my opinion. I thought that would have been good for them, but he's gone to Newcastle. I don't know why the likes of Spurs never really went for him, but hey, what do I know? I'm not Levy. But if we're talking about Spurs, make sure you, man, go and watch All or Nothing, the Spurs documentary. That is a mad thing, honestly. After I finish this podcast, I'm going to watch episode 4 to 6. It's crazy. Yeah, I've heard a lot. Mad thing. I've seen the clips. I need to watch this for myself, you get me? Them ones there. But yeah, do you know what? If we're talking about that, just to go off topic real quick, is that documentary based around Mourinho, because it looks like, bruv, it's about Mourinho, bruv. Let's be real, innit, yeah? I'm not even trying to disrespect anyone. I'm not even trying to disrespect Spurs, rude boy. Yeah, but the likes of it is, it's like Mourinho's bigger than the club itself. Do you know them ones there? That's the way they're portraying it, innit? Do you get me? But I just think it gives a real good insight as to how Mourinho manages his players, as to how Spurs run their club, as to how things are patterned behind, closed doors, how they're organised, how things are gone left, and how they make sure they make amends to whatever's gone left. But yeah, it gives a real good insight. I think Amazon have improved and rectified mistakes that they made when they did the Man City one with Pep. So obviously this is a whole new insight, another club. Let's see how they rectify their mistakes. I'm not really gonna go and dwell into it, but I think if you know about how to structure something, then you'd understand where I'm coming from. But yeah, no, fair play to Spurs. It's very, very interesting. Me personally, I would have loved to see how Mourinho was on at Man United. If they ever did something like that at Man United, which I'd never think they'll actually do, because yeah, I don't think that'll ever run. That would be very, very interesting. But yeah, man, big up Spurs. Who else has signed? Obviously, Man United have signed Donny van der Beek. It's not Van der Beek, it's Van der Beek. That's what it is. And you know what? A lot of Man United fans are really happy. They're over the moon. But what I don't understand, like I said previously last week's episode, is why everyone thinks that Man United shouldn't be going for other players in the midfield position or whatnot. Apparently we're too stacked. But then when we don't sign, it's like, why didn't Man United sign? Do you know them ones there? So it's, what do you want, bro? What do you want? And big up Terry from the football Terrence, because he said the exact same thing. It's like, what do you man want, bruv? You're saying one thing but you want another. Like, it's always Man United. You get me? But we're not even going to show too much energy onto that. It looks like Man United are in for a fallback. Man United fans need to calm down. You man need to calm down. You man are moving as if my man he's a player already. Obviously Sergio Reguilon, whatever you want to call my man's name, innit? You get me? I'm not really on these things here. If someone can correct me, innit? Get me? It looks like my man is on the radar. Fabrizio again, the man with the flipping contacts upon contacts. They said that he's been offered to Man United. Cool. 30 million euros. You can't really go wrong there. However, the thing is, Real Madrid want a buyback clause. They want to insert a buyback clause. Are Man United really going to go for this guy and accept the fact that Real Madrid want a buyback clause? No bloody way, bruv. No bloody way. I can't really see this happening if that's going to be the case. I hope I'm wrong. I hope they can come to an agreement where they don't insert the buyback clause. But hey, who knows? You know them ones there. We don't really know how it's going to pan out. Do you get me? Obviously, I'm hearing loads of rumours as well. Sancho deal could be really close as well. Bruv, I've been hearing it for about 6 weeks. I'm bored. I'm tired. But at the end of the day, if Manchester United do end up signing Jadon Sancho, it is a wrap. Then it is what it is. Do you get me? On top of that, the Thiago news as well. He's going to make his decision whether he wants to go to Liverpool or not. It's a mad thing. Do you get me? Me personally, I think he's going to go Liverpool. If Liverpool put the bid in though, do you get me? So it's kind of a sticky one at the moment. Do you get me? I'm not really going to talk too much. Who else is going to be signing players? I don't know, bruv. Do you get me? It looks like Man City are on the cusp of purchasing Koulibaly. I'm looking at that and I'm thinking, all right, cool, but do they really need Koulibaly? All right, let's analyze Manchester City's defense. They've just got Ake. They obviously got John Stones. They've got the likes of Emerick Laporte, who's actually got Corona at the moment. So I guess maybe they do need another centre back in terms of that aspect. It's interesting, man. How old is he? He's about 28, 29. 75 million euros. Ooh, that's a heavy one, isn't it? But is it going to be worth it? Personally, I think it will. But when you move from one league to another as a defender, it can be kind of tricky. So let's just hold our breath for a while and see how it pans out. Whether Manchester City do end up getting him, it's a different story. Do you get me? We don't know whether that's going to go through or not. But hey, who knows, bro? At the end of the day, transfer window don't even close until October. Do you get me? So it's about watching and seeing how things fruition. Do you get me? So let's not really dwell on that too much. Obviously, they've signed Ferran Torres, who ended up scoring in the international break. Um, he did his thing, obviously. Big up Ferran Torres. I'm sure Manchester City fans were keeping an eye out on him. Um, I'm just looking at Man City and I'm thinking, right, they really want to make sure they get their league back, innit? It's like I'm saying their league, but fuck that, man. Man, don't want Man City to be winning them leagues there. You get me? Fuck all that, bro. Fuck all that. Liverpool out here, they've only made one signing. I'm sure Liverpool fans are not going to be happy with that, man. I'm going to be real with you, Liverpool fans, yeah? I'm going to be totally 100% clear, right? If you, man, don't sign players like the likes of Thiago and whatnot, it's just it's just gonna be a burden, bruv. Do you understand? You need to sign other players, man. Real talk, because you can't be relying on Van Dijk all the time, bruv. In at the back, I think you lot should be going for another defender. Obviously, the likes of Wijnaldum might be leaving to Barcelona. Now, if Wijnaldum leaves, I think this is the perfect opportunity to make sure that you get Thiago. And this is where I think Thiago will leave. I mean, man said will leave. This is where I think Thiago will come to Liverpool, because if the likes of Wijnaldum goes to Barcelona for, I think the price was about 15 to 20 million, then the door's open for Thiago to just come in. Now, whether that's actually going to happen, I don't know. Obviously, Liverpool's policy is about making sure that he's in the correct age bracket and whatnot. But it's something that Liverpool really need to um, understand, that this is going to be a quality signing. This is a player that just won the treble with Bayern. So there's no wrongs about it, bruv. The guy's quality. We know what he can do on the pitch. He can produce a magic. You get me? So let's not really. I don't. Liverpool shouldn't really be thinking too much about the signing. They should just really just go for it. Maybe another striker, or if they're really gonna let Brewster go. I'm hearing Brewster's up for sale for about 20 million. That's a steal. For me, that's a steal. But whether he goes, I don't know. I believe Brewster should just go on loan to a Premier League side, whether it's Fulham or West Brom, or I think he should be going to a Premier League side where he can just thrive from that and just do his thing. But again, this is something that Liverpool really need to analyse. I still feel like you need to get a few more players. I mean, these players that Liverpool have at the moment, they're not going to be there forever. You understand? So yeah, they really need to be careful with how they handle the transfer, how they handle their business in the transfer. Obviously, COVID is taking a big hit, and they really want to play smart on the whole COVID situation in terms of purchasing and transfers. But honestly, this has really got to. Liverpool really have to go for it. They really have to say, all right, cool. We need to strengthen in the summer, in this window, should I say, and make sure we get the right players who are going to be fit for us and whatnot. At the moment, if Liverpool don't strengthen, they won't win the league again, bro. Because the likes of Manchester City are strengthening. Chelsea have done a mad thing. They've signed Kai Havertz as well. Alongside with the other 5 players they've signed, so they've signed about 6 players already this window. Chelsea are really are really going for it. They're not even bothering, bruv. They're just going. Like they're moving as if this is FIFA, rude boy, Football Manager, and them things there. You get me? So it's like they got unlimited P's and that. You get me? So fair play to them. And then you got the likes of Man United, who's now starting to spend their money making sure they get the players. It's gonna be quite interesting to see how Liverpool can deal with that. I mean, the way they ran off with the league last season, that was incredible for them, but it wasn't good. It wasn't a good look for the league, brother. The league really have now waken up. The big sides are now saying, no, we can't allow Liverpool to do that. We can't allow Man City to even try to catch up. A gap needs to be bridged. You get me? The gap is big and it needs to be closed down. Whenever possible, bruv, because it's not a good look for the Premier League. We are going to be looked as the Farmers League. You understand? If the amount of points Liverpool finished above Man City says it all for me. Do you understand? Man City got knocked out of Champions League. So did Liverpool. So did Spurs earlier on. It wasn't a good look, bruv. It wasn't a good look, and unfortunately, that's what happens. Our league is not looking as strong as it used to before, and that's why other teams around Liverpool are strengthening. So Liverpool, you man really need to strengthen to make sure that you retain your title for a second consecutive season, because it can all go fucked for Liverpool if they're not careful. One signing isn't enough. And make sure you go out there and make the signings that needs to be made. Let's make smart signings, man, because Liverpool fans are not going to be happy with this, with all this one signing of a fullback. Not good enough, man. For me personally, I'm sure they'll be wanting another centre back, another centre mid, maybe someone that could rival Firmino, or someone out on the side, maybe like a Sarr from Watford, who they've currently been linked to as well. So Liverpool really need to get the job done. If they really want to retain this league, they need to make sure that they go and do their thing. Simple as. But yeah, that's Liverpool. Spurs, obviously, they've made their signings in the terms of like Højbjerg and whatnot. It's really, really good. Matt Doherty as well. Spurs are doing their thing as well. Do you understand? So we can't really complain. Spurs, on the other hand, were linked with Van der Beek. They contacted him. Apparently, he texts Bergwijn texts Van der Beek, "Yo, bro, you coming? Like, you coming Spurs?" Man said, "Sorry, I got to really decline that. Get me, man's going to Man United. You know them ones there. Can't really be coming North London like that. Sorry, Spurs fans, don't come at me. Don't come at me. I'm just saying what's real. Is what it is." But yeah, man. I'm sure Spurs would be happy with the signings that they're making at the moment. Even Wolves are making signings. This is the thing, man. Everyone's making signings, and other teams need to be making signings as well. I'm not happy with the fact that we've only signed Van der Beek, but a lot needs to be done. We need to make sure we're pushing and pushing and pushing, and we need to make sure we get our deals done before we return. Manchester United return back in 2 weeks' time because they missed the first week of the Premier League, and it's going to be, you know, it's not a head start, but we really need to be on the ball, man. That's what I have to say. Manchester United need to be on the ball, and we need to make sure that we're getting things done. This is interesting, man. I like to see how things pan out. Like I said, the Premier League starts this week, so let's see how it goes. Should I do predictions? Why not? Fuck it, man. Let's do predictions, man. Match week 1. Man, have to make sure I pattern my FPL. So yeah, say less. Let's keep it moving. Fulham versus Arsenal. Jesus is Lord. You know what? Yeah, this is at Craven Cottage. I'm looking at that and I'm thinking Arsenal right now, they're full of confidence. Although they lost to Aston Villa in their pre-season. Maddest thing. Let me pause. I didn't even chat about Arsenal. You know, fam. I didn't even chat about Arsenal. Let's talk about Arsenal. Obviously, them, man. They signed Ceballos again on a loan deal. Yeah, man, I'm sure he'd be happy about that. Obviously, they confirmed that they got Gabriel. Good for them. Willian as well. Obviously, they got Willian. Look, listen, at the end of the day, I think they want the likes of Anwar at Arsenal and Thomas Partey. Me personally, let me not lie to you, man. I don't think you're going to get him, man. Real talk. I don't think Arsenal are going to be able to... Not be able, but I just don't think you're going to want to go in hard like that for players like Anwar and Thomas Partey. If you really wanted him, you would have copped him. You would have copped these players at the beginning. The same way you copped Gabriel, same way you got Willian on a free, and same way you re-signed Ceballos. So I just feel like Arsenal, yeah, they're doing their business. It's looking all right, but do they need more? Of course they need more, man. But again, it's down to Arsenal. Arteta will be looking at that as well. But they'll be on a high at the moment. They'll be on a high. Like I said, they'll be facing Fulham at Craven Cottage. I'm looking at that and I'm thinking, all right, cool. I think Arsenal can go there and beat them. They just won against Liverpool in the Charity Shield. They won the FA Cup. Obviously, they lost. Apparently, they lost to Villa pre-season game. I don't know about that. But yeah, I'm looking at that and I'm thinking, all right, cool. I think Arsenal can do their thing, man. I think Arsenal can beat Fulham. I'm looking at that maybe like a 3-1. Arsenal will do their thing. Palace versus Southampton. I'd like to see Eze turn up, man. I'd like to see the new signing, the new boy, Eze, turn up, bruv. Do you get me? So this is going to be a good one, man. I'd like to see how things pan out. I think Southampton will be up for it as well with the likes of Danny Ings, but they got to really be careful, man. Because if Danny Ings gets injured, I think they're going to be in real big trouble, man. Because they haven't really... Not to my knowledge, I can't remember. I don't think they've even signed any striker like that can back up. Obviously, they got Che Adams and whatnot. Like, obviously, he turned up towards the end of the last towards the end of last season. But is that enough? I'm looking at that. I'm thinking Palace might get the job done. I'm gonna say 2-1 Palace. West Ham versus Newcastle. West Ham fans, I apologise, bruv. West Ham's like my second team. I'm Newham, bruv. I'm a Newham boy. Do you get me? So it's kind of hard when I'm seeing people like Jim White talk crud, saying what do West Ham fans want and what not. They, like I tweeted before, these man want their club back. Yeah, these man are not happy with the way their club's being run. Right? West Ham sold a player that was loaned to West Brom. And if the club captain is tweeting saying I don't like how the club's being run, that just says it all, bruv. I've got a few West Ham fans on my timeline who I interact with, and they're not happy, man. They're not happy. This is unfortunate. It's not fair. It's not really good for West Ham. You understand? And if you've got other players that are tweeting the same thing, then that just says it all. It's shambolic at the moment at West Ham, and I do fear for them because they're not really purchasing anyone, and Moyes has got nothing to work with, bruv. You understand? It's hard. This is why Pellegrini said, bun this, bruv. They got rid of Pellegrini like it was his fault. It's not. Pellegrini must be happy that he's gone. Them ones there. So it's a shambles at the moment, and I'm looking at that, and I just feel like it's going to be trouble for West Ham this season, man. I really hope I'm wrong, but they're going to be in a relegation scrap if they're not purchasing no one, bruv. And Moyes has got hard work on his hands, bruv. So hold tight, Moyes, man. I'm looking at this game. West Ham versus Newcastle. Newcastle going to be buzzing, rude boy. They've got 3 new players. They're moving upwards and onwards. And they're going to be buzzing. If Callum Wilson starts, Callum Wilson loves a goal against West Ham. Yeah? Newcastle are winning this game, bruv. Cleanly. I'm telling you right now, bruv. I'm saying 3-1 Newcastle, unfortunately, man. West Ham fans, I do apologise, bruv. I can only imagine the pain you men are going through. And big up the Lawless, man. He went on TalkSport and he spoke about his club, man. He gave a good speech, bruv. So big up him, man. And honestly, I respect him for the way he went on there and said his piece, bruv. Because people like Jim White, who have been in this industry for a long time and are talking crud, saying, what do West Ham fans want? Dinosaurs, bruv. They're so dumb and stupid and fickle. So dumb, man. You man should be, honestly, so stupid. But anyways, say less. Liverpool versus Leeds. This one's going to be a good one, Leeds are back in the Prem. They're facing the champions. It's going to be very, very interesting. I'm looking at that. I can't see nothing but a Liverpool win, bruv. But at the same time, Liverpool, I don't know. I'm going to say a close one. I'm going to say 2-1, bruv. 2-1 Liverpool, bruv. That's what I'm going to say. West Brom versus Leicester. Cool. This is like one of them ones for the Midlands and that. You get me? I'm going to say a draw. I'm going to say 2-2. West Brom will be pumped. Leicester will be out there. Leicester, I'm sure Brendan Rodgers ain't happy, man. He ain't happy. No way is he happy. He wants control of what's going on with the transfers. And I don't think he's getting that control, bruv. He ain't happy at the moment. Leicester, I don't know what's going on there. I'm looking at them. I'm seeing a mid-table finish, bruv. It's looking long for them. I'm saying 2-2 Leicester and West Brom, man. Spurs versus Everton. This one, yeah. Obviously, everyone's watching the documentary and whatnot. Obviously, that was done a long time. But Everton have got a few signings as well, I'm not going to lie. The likes of Allen. Looks like they could be getting James Rodriguez. Now, before I even go into that prediction, I just want to say, you man, Everton fans, whatever fans you're there, like listening or whatnot, don't get too gassed, bruv. Because personally, I don't think James is the same player he was when he was lighting up the World Cup in 2014 or whatnot, and he was doing his business. You know them ones there. I feel like you're getting a James that is like watered down, bruv. He's not the same James he was back in the day. It's upsetting, but it's the reality. James Rodriguez is just a flamboyant name. Do you get me? And you're looking at that and you're thinking, yeah, we got James, but is he good enough, bro? Think about it. No other clubs were really going in for him. If you think about it, the likes of Spurs and Arsenal and them man should have really been going for him. But he's gone to Everton, from Real Madrid to being on loan to Bayern and whatnot, to Everton. I know Ancelotti's he can bring out the big names, you get me, but Everton, no disrespect, Everton, you lot have been again hopping around the mid-table. You know them ones there. It's not good enough. And I don't even see Ancelotti staying there for too long. It's just a challenge, isn't it? You know them ones there. So yeah, I'm looking at that. I'm thinking, alright, cool. Spurs, Everton. Everton got some new signings. I'm saying Mourinho's gonna do this thing, bruv, and start off strong. I'm gonna say two. I know. I'm gonna say 2-1, 2-1 Spurs, man, against Everton. 2-1 Spurs. Brighton versus Chelsea. Now this thing is gonna be a mad thing. Chelsea have got 6 brand new players, brother. It looks like they might get 7th. They're just going in, bruv. New squad and everything, blood. Might as well just chuck in a new 11. You know them ones there. So yeah, bruv. I'm looking at that and I'm thinking again. Boom. Brighton. I always say this. You play good football. Yeah, but this ain't good. This good football ain't gonna be enough. Chelsea are doing their thing. Bruv, minimum, I expect 5-0. Sorry, Chelsea fans, I'm putting pressure on you, man. Minimum 5-0, bruv. If I don't see goals from Chelsea, yeah, first game against Brighton, yeah, next episode, yeah, you heard me, yeah. Um, yeah, I'm sticking with that as well. Sheffield United versus Wolves. Yeah, I'm looking at that. Sheffield United. Cool. No more Dean Henderson and that. Yeah, slumping. I think they got Did they get Ramsdale? Yeah, they got Ramsdale from Bournemouth. Yeah, not good enough. Alright, cool. Wolves, yeah, 3-0 still. Calm. Like, Sheffield United is going to be long for you, man. I don't know how you're going to cope. It is what it is. You, man, had a fantastic run in the first season. It's all looking long right now. Hold tight, Sheffield United. Yeah, I'm saying 3-0 with the likes of with the players that Wolves have got as well. I'm saying 3-0, man. It is what it is. But what can I say, bruv? I've enjoyed this episode. I've enjoyed it. Damn right, bruv. Man's out here. I'm doing my thing. Get me. But shout out to you, man. I always tuning in. You know how it goes. You know the routine, bruv. Mad thing. I don't even know how long I was on there for, bruv. But say less. You just gotta keep it moving. But you know the drill. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Apple Podcasts, Spotify. We are everywhere. We are dear. You hear me? Catch us on the socials at Beeks Corner, which is for Instagram, at Beeks_Corner, which is for Twitter. You know the routine, you know how it goes. But it's your boy Beeks. We're signing out. Peace.